think for one, I'm the only child. So I always created a world of my own. I didn't have brothers and sisters to play with. So, you know, I would create this fantasy world that stuck with me from a child until now. And it's, you know, I don't really do much. I'm probably one of the lame artists when it come to hanging out. I don't really do much. So I think it's still that kid that is there. And I like to have fun. I like to see people, you know, having fun. Look, people ain't got money like they used to. You don't want to just be walking around mad all the damn time. Like, you want to have some fun. And I think me feeling that way, because inside, you know, I really sincerely care about people, that when I write, I don't necessarily do it just for that. It's just my heart that say, well, you know, let's make a fun record. And I love when the kids, you know, understand it. Just even I get people asking all the time, where's the little girl from Work It? That, you know, I always kept kids just dancing in the video because I think they so talented and so innocent. And, you know, it's just, I don't know. I can go on and on. Let me lay down and just get to talk. No, just
get some water. Have you ever, you like kids, I like kids too. Maybe that's the cancer thing. And
right.
You ever considering settling down and having your own family with your own kids?
I got 2 little boys. This y'all hearing it the first time on here. 2 sons.
Really?
Yeah. 2 Yorkies.
2 Yorkies. I was like, wow. Really? How did you do
I know
that?
that's probably good. That Twitter done shut down. Right? They like, this had
Missy
2
had
sons.
2 sons. That's where she been. All right, 2 Yorkies. Those are your babies?
Yes, they my babies.
Okay.
I have so many god kids. I just, you know, I love kids, but you know how you love them, and you know that you can take them back to they mama and they daddy.
Yeah.
When they get to acting up. Yeah. Well, I have god kids that I, you know, love dearly, and then when they get to crying and going in the store and ripping down stuff because they can't get it, then you call their mama and they daddy, and you good.
And you get rid of them.
But I love kids. I love kids.
But that's enough for you.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to take another tweet at MTV RapFix. Use the hashtag RapFixLive. The icon is here. Missy, you ever thought of doing a Christmas album, Christmas Demeanor, perhaps? I like that.
Oh, that's hot. I did think about doing a Christmas album one time, but I was like, you know, I'll keep a good freak song, and that ain't gonna work. You know, Santa Claus get your freak on, that is not gonna mix. So I was like, let me leave the Christmas albums alone. But maybe I will. I mean, I don't know if I would be singing or rapping on it. I don't know.
Maybe you put it together. On this album, how much singing and how much rapping are you doing on this project?
I did more rapping this album, but I was just talking to Tim last night, and so I do want to do kind of balance it where it's even of singing. Because, you know, I ain't no Kim Burrell, so I can't give you no Kim Burrell note, but I can hold a note. And so I say, you know, I want to kind of make it close to, if I got 7 rap records, let me at least get 5 singing joints.
Okay.
So.
Coming back together with Timberland, what was that like? Was it just like picking up and continuing where you left off, or you know, he's had a child since and things have changed. You know, you were in a battle with, you know, Graves' disease.
Yes.
You know, things have changed. So how was that coming back into the studio?
Coming back with Tim in the studio, it really was the same. You know, but we're harder on each other. The expectations is higher. Like I always tell people, when we did The Rain, he allowed me to do my raps how I wanted to do them. You know, you got to think. I was sitting there saying, I said, when the rain hits my window, I take it You allowed me to get away with that line. Like, that wasn't even a hot joint, and you said, go ahead. But by the time we got under construction, I did Work It, and I did the first rap, the first verse. I walk in there, I'm thinking my joint is hot. And he looked at me and was like, that joint is whack. So I go back in the booth. I come back to him. I'm trying to rap it in front of him. You know how you try to rap it in front of somebody, make them feel it? He looking at me like, that's sappy. Do you know I did 5 verses till y'all got the one that y'all heard on the radio? And then I realized, okay, this is getting harder. But I did that to him this album. You know, he did something. I said, you sound sleepy. He was like, you crazy, I sound hot. No, you don't, you sound sleepy. So he had to go back in there and redo his rap. So the expectations is higher, but it's a push in a good way, because y'all would have never heard that rap record that I did on Work It if he hadn't pushed me. He knew, nah, you can come better than that.
Wow.
It's a good thing.
That's a good thing. Okay, we're going to take another tweet. I'm trying to get as many in as possible while I got you, because I don't know when I'm going to see you again. Rude Pop says, when can we expect Missy Elliott on tour in the UK?
Actually, I'm going to the UK. I don't know the exact dates. Excuse me. Oh, no, she's not even in here. I'm going sometime in October.
Okay.
Who? October 24th.
Okay.
I'll find out the dates that I'm doing, and then in November I'm going to Brazil. I've never been to Brazil.
You never been to Brazil?
Never.
Oh, you're gonna have a good time.
I've been every place.
I've never been,
world.
but you're gonna have a good time in Brazil. I'm like, oh man, I'm coming with you. You need a journalist and walk around with you. You need like your own Howard Cosell. I got you. All right, so you're going to Brazil?
Yeah. So for them, my fans in the UK, I'll be over there. So I'll keep y'all updated. It's so many cameras in this joke. I don't want to be looking cross-eyed now.
Just look at me. Just look at me.
I'm looking at?
Yeah, just look at me. All right.
You know, they'd be quick to be like, something wrong with our eyes.
Right? We're here right here. We're right here. We're going to take another tweet at MTV Rapfix. Use the hashtag RapFixLive. Someone asked Missy on Rapfix, can the record with her, Kim, and Eve be her next single? Queen Bee Nation. There's a record with you, Kim, and Eve on the project?
Yes, there is.
Okay.
I know that it will be a single, but I don't know exactly when, but I think it will come. I don't want to say, because y'all be stoning people on Twitter, boy.
Yeah.
You say a date and you don't come with that date, they be like, stone her.
Off with her head.
Right.
It's crazy.
But it's coming.
Yeah. How you like this social media era? It's different?
It's different.
Yeah.
I mean, back in the day, we did things on how we wanted it done, and it was like, when we wanted to be dropped. But with the social media, you got that pressure. They be putting that pressure on you crazy. And you better drop that thing when you say you gonna drop it, or it's going down. And then you got to think you got the people behind the keyboard that you never see. Like they'll have a picture of a lizard and just be like, I hate you. and saying whatever. So you be like, God dang. But, for the most part, I have a lot of loving fans out there, and I do want to shout them out if you allow me to.
Go for it.
On some just hoodness. My Emmy addicts, I can't name. Cause see, I got all these cameras. My Emmy addicts, I can't name all of y'all, but y'all know I always tell y'all that I'm humbly grateful, for y'all support. Not just my team, but I see so many other artist teams that has been so supportive of me. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all sincerely. I thank y'all. And, I thank you, Sway. I've been knowing Sway for a long time. They trying to, they like, okay, enough.
They're trying to rap you here?
I thought somebody did.
Okay, you sound like you was on your way out.
Oh, I seen a silhouette in the back like this, or maybe they was back there.
Nah, man, I'm the rapper. Okay, you're the guest. Hold up. So save that for the end. We're coming close, though. We're coming close.
Okay.
I know you got to go. You work with J. Cole. How did that come to be? he's of the new, you know, this new movement as this paradigm is starting to switch of MCs are coming to the forefront.
Right.
Why J. Cole and how did that happen?
J. Cole, he called me and he said, I got this record that I want you to get on. And I didn't know a lot of his records at that time, but I was like, let me check him out. And I listened, I said, I like this dude.
Yeah.
You know, because he was going against the grain. You know, you have a whole bunch of music that sound one way, and I felt like this is somebody that clearly is not to say he's not in tune, but he's not focused on trying to fit in. He's gonna do what feels good to him, and that's what made me say. And then when I heard the record, I was like, this feels like that 90s Tim and Missy, Aaliyah, like it feels good. And I immediately did it. What I loved about him, so I sent it to him, and he said, Missy, can you go? I had left the studio. So can you imagine like you asking somebody, can you go back and just do this for me? And he wanted something changed. And I was like, of course. I immediately turned around because I know when you're passionate about your stuff, and I've been in that place, and I say, if he had enough balls to call me back and tell me turn around, you got it. And, and so that is.
He's a talented dude.
Very
talented. I like J. Cole because even though he has the Jay-Z stamp, he still moves on his own.
On his own.
You know, he's not dependent on that, you know, which is a great stamp to have, but he's made his path.
And very sweet, very humble guy. I love that. Like he's very sweet. Aside from him just being talented, the video shoot, you know, great hostess and just a good guy.
Did you invite him to be on your project?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
See, I'm listen now. I'm not finna get all my features.
Okay, I'm just, you know, that was a natural question. That was a natural follow-up, Missy. But he definitely jumped on your project.
Well, he's doing a record. Because I most definitely asked him, but I got some, you know, some great features. The features that people love to hear. You know, we got those records. Okay. It's some, you know, some features that I always just have to have because of the chemistry. So we got those.
You got those records. All right. I'm gonna ask you who and see what you say. Give me an example of somebody. Not everybody, just somebody. That's
a feature?
Yeah.
If you think of videos, we are like twins when it comes to visual.
You got. If you think of videos, you're like twins.
Well, when you think of videos,
this is good. This is good. We'll have people kind of guess who it is, right? All right. Is a newer artist been around 10 years or less, or 10 years or more?
See, that's too much.
That's 10 years or less, 10 years or more?
Nah, that's too much.
Too much?
Sway, you gotta do better than that.
Okay. You worked with this person before?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot.
We worked a lot? Rob, who you think it is? Busta Rhymes? Oh, okay. All right, there you go. All right, good.
But he's not it's not the only person that video-wise to another person video-wise that is on there too.
Okay. I'm thinking who does crazy videos. I would have said Dre 3000, but I know you haven't done it yet because you said.
I haven't done
All right. We'll let people tweet in and guess who that is.
Yeah.
All right. And if they guess it right, we'll send them a album when it comes out or something.
Totally.
All right. We'll do it. All right. We're going to take one more tweet real quick. Speaking of tweet, okay, how does Missy feel about the accessibility of music compared to what it used to be? Is it helping or hurting the music business? What's up, Yaya? That's Yaya Martinez.
Jeez. I mean, you know what? Yaya, why you do this? Y'all try to set me up. Man, I'm done.
That's it?
Let me think. Can I come back tomorrow?
Let me offer this, because I speak to artists about this all the time, and some have said that the saturation, the accessibility is good, but the saturation is bad.
Yeah, it most definitely is saturated. Like I said, it used to be a time where, like, for us, when I think I was trying to get there earlier, and saying we couldn't see artists all the time like that. So being that the social media came about, and you got the YouTubes and Twitter, where you could just promote your music, that's great for people who are really talented and can get their stuff out there. But now it's so saturated because a lot of people can just upload, who may have just rolled out their bed and been like, I want to be an artist today.
Yeah.
And so and then in doing that, you may get 50 million views or 5 million views, and then a label, the labels don't grind. It's a different kind of grind. They still grind, because my label, they working their tail off. I ain't even gonna front. But it's a different kind of grind that it used to be. So it's easier this way, because if you got 50 million views, then let's sign you. And we don't really have to do too much, because you got all of these views and you got fans. So you're gonna do, at least won something.
Yeah.
And but I think that kind of hurts to a degree, for sure. But it helps on another end. For me, like I said, I feel like I stumbled out of the Twilight Zone.
Yeah.
It was a different world when we first came in, and looking at it now, how things is ran, everything is social media, internet.
Yeah.
We didn't have that. But I guess it's good and bad, for sure.
Yeah, it'll work to your advantage because you already have the branding. So it'll definitely work to your to your advantage. I'm gonna take one more tweet. I keep saying this. I just like saying tweet because I'm gonna ask you a question about it. No, I'm joking. All right, so some time ago there was talk about an autobiographic movie. Any news about that?
Well, Miss Scott Young is back there.
Mona's here?
Yeah.
Oh, come on, Mona. Come on. You can't come in the room without her. Come on, man. Come on, Mona. Come on. This is friendly. This is good. This is good.
Friendly room.
Yeah, Mona Scott Young, ladies and gentlemen.
Walking in looking crazy. Hi, baby.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good to see you. Good to see you.
Hey.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So, hey, Mona.
Hey, how are you?
How's it going?
Going good.
Good to see you. I had Mona on the couch recently, too. So
Sure did.
You got to beat down?
Yeah. Oh, my gosh. That was great. Real quick, is there a movie in the works?
I mean, this is something we've been developing for a while. I think everybody agrees Missy's story definitely is compelling and needs to be told. So we have been in development for some time, but there was a little bit of a hiatus with Missy taking some time. But I think now that we're back up and running, now is a good time to kind of resuscitate those conversations. Yeah. So we're talking about a book, we're talking about the movie. We really want to get her back up and running.
Are you proud of Mona and all that she's done as of late?
Mona is a hard worker.
Yeah.
Mona, she gonna get it done. That's the thing that I remember, coming in the Violator, because I didn't have a manager for a long time, and she just called me one day like, you need management.
She was just to go to the deep voice.
She went to the deep voice.
And I think I might have said no.
I think you did say no. The first 3 times.
And then, I finally gave in, and going over there with her and Chris and the whole Violator family, like, they taught us that go get. You don't have time to sit around. Look up, and somebody else gonna be doing this that really want it. And I'm proud of Mona. She gonna do what she do. Yeah, that is Mona Scott Young.
Yes, it is.
And Missy's always been incredibly supportive, so,
Yes.
you know.
Mona Sky Young.
That's what's
Thank
up.
you.
Mona, I'm sorry about the loss. You know, with Chris, you know, what can we say? You know,
There's nothing to say. I don't think people understand the magnitude of who he was and what he contributed. Missy talked a little bit about it earlier, but, you know, for those of us who know what we know from the forefront, it seems like it started with, you know, a 50 or a Buster or Missy, but this is a guy who goes back to Africa Bambaataa, who, you know, Tribe Called Quest, the Rush days, the early Def Jam days. His contributions are innumerable, and, you know, I'm still reeling from it. It just still seems surreal to me, you know, and just the gusto, the zest for life, and wanting to live every moment of it. Missy's absolutely right. Chris was the one who was always kind of pushing for, now is the time, right now, we got to go hard, go hard. So the idea that, you know, he's no longer here is just...
It's sad, definitely sad. He was here not too long, just days, maybe a week before he passed, and we got a chance to hug and talk it up, and he was talking about an artist he was dealing with, you know, doing the Chris Lighty thing, you know, so that's how I choose to remember him.
Absolutely.
You had a bout with Graves' disease, you know, and you're here, you know what I mean, and I know it caught you off guard. What sort of things are you doing now just to keep your health right? How do you maintain it?
What I try to do is stay less stressful. You know, stress has a lot to do with it. So I was just telling, you know, some people, I've only had one vacation in my whole career. And you're talking about 2 decades. I've only had one vacation. And so I try to not let things stress me no more. You know, you cancer. I'm just finding out. You know, we intake a lot.
Take a lot in.
You're a workaholic.
And I'm a workaholic.
Well, I'm always trying to get her to take some time off. She won't.
I don't even know how to have fun on a vacation. But if I was, you know, able to do so, I would probably be sitting on a phone or trying to find a studio somewhere, wherever I'm at. Like, you know, I try to focus on enjoying life and not letting so much stress me out.
I think especially now with, you know, Chris passing so suddenly, you understand that it goes like that, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
1 minute you're here, next minute you're not. So just really taking, you know, the time to enjoy life and experience your loved ones, and it's just so important, and I think we take that for granted, especially in this business.
Oh, absolutely, in this business. That's why when you sit on this couch, you know, when I sit and talk to you, I try to, you know, stress to you that I want to celebrate your career. You know what I mean? I don't want to focus on all the controversy all the time. That's all we do in this business. We just want to get you on the couch and go have target practice.
Right.
What's up with this? What's up with that?
And
you know?
that's the cancer in you. Now that I know, every time I see, that's all. Now I understand. You know how you just be like saying, it's something about him that is so genuine and so caring and so nurturing. And so what is it? And you just never know. And then, you know, we sit there and we find out we crabs.
We crabs, you know what I mean? We got to stick together. You know, we got to stick together. Mona Scott Young, it's always great to have you on my couch.
Thank you.
All right, and Missy Elliott, you're an icon. You know,
Oh, Missy Elliott.
Missy Elliott.
Missy Elliott.
You're an icon, and I want everybody watching this to, if you don't know the history, learn the history, then you understand the present and where the future is going. I can't wait to hear the album.
Thank you,
You know,
thank you.
I want to hear it like every other fan, so I'm not going to ask you, can I come over and listen to it in advance, unless you want to invite me.
You are invited at any time.
Okay, cool. 'Cause I know y'all cooking in your house.
You know that.
All right. Do we have a date for the album dropping? Official date?
We don't have a date yet. The album is done, but we just getting all the features, so we don't want to tell you know, I told you tell them kids a date, you can forget about it. I just go outside, bam, somebody just hit me in the head with a rock. It's like,
All right, well, we can't wait. Thank you for coming by.
Thank you.
Mona Scott Young as well, French Montana, the Coke Boys. Give Missy a round of applause, you guys.
Wait, thank my fans.
There you go, there you go, there you go.
Thank my fans. I love y'all. ME Addicts, all the other teams. I love y'all. I'm humbly grateful. Go get Knife In and Triple Threat. on iTunes now.
There it is, and that's Rap Fix, you guys. It's a wrap. Make sure you tune in next Wednesday at 4 p.m. My name is Sway. Y'all be safe and keep it hip-hop. All right.